Okay, listen up. We're doing something a little different. Right below is my email address, and you can email me if you want to be part of something exclusive and special. If you want to be part of it, I'll send you an invoice and then we can start rocking. This is going to be a great plan for the folks who want to opt in. Email link is below. All right, so let's talk about becoming a millionaire in 1 year. 2026 is that year. Now, how would we do this? Number one, we would not start one business. We would start two, three, or four businesses in 2026. Why? Each business raises the threshold of the income. So let's go ahead and talk about how do you do this efficiently. Number one, you start a holding company. That is the game changer. I see all of this stuff on YouTube that is fundamentally false. Like, you got to hire your kids, you got to take people to lunch, no, you don't. You start a holding company. This will give you an IRS compliant tax strategy that will save you a lot of money and enable you to start multiple businesses using the cash flow from the first business and not paying taxes. Not paying taxes. So that's the first step we'll do. We start a holding company. And then we sit down and explore business models that we can get into. Now, here's something that you really, really need to understand. You cannot be fucking broke. I mean, everybody's looking for some way to make a lot of money and they don't have no talent. Now, I started my business and made millions of dollars with no outside investment, no loans, no business credit. It was just straight up work. So that is if you have the talent. If you have the talent, you could create that. But more than likely, you'll need money. And when I say money, to get started, we're going to say 10,000 in distributable capital to get started, and probably another $5,000 to buy training. That's what you're going to need. So we could just say $15,000 to $20,000 to get started. And the first thing we're going to do is start that first business, get it amped up. Then, as that business strolls off profit, we're going to run it through the holding company, and then we're going to drop it down and start another business. Business one, business two, business three, business four. Boom. Like literally every month, you'll be starting another business. Now, what happens is we get to that second, third business, your monthly income, like let's say you had four businesses and they were all doing 30 to 40,000 a month in gross profit. Gross revenue was higher. I don't like to talk about gross revenue because that sounds like you're only making millions of dollars, but that's not money you can use. It's not money you can use. So let's go ahead and say we're adventurous and we create four businesses, and each business does $50,000 a month in net profit. That's $200,000 a month. Over the course of 24 months, that is $2.4 million. Now, why do we have to go above and beyond where we need to be? All right, the goal is to become a millionaire in a year. So for you to have $1 million in the bank, you're going to have to make way more than just $1 million. And you're going to have expenses because on 2.4 million, let's go ahead and say you'll get hit up because you'll be pulling this money out of the company. So let's say 400,000, let's see, 20%. Hold on a second. Let me ask my guy so I can actually make sure that this is relevant. Quick question. What would be the taxes on $2.4 million, both federal and the state of Georgia? All right, we're doing it. All right. So the estimated taxes would be $720,000 to $850,000, depending upon where you are. So that would leave $1.6 million. Now this is how we would run that. We would like use the 600,000 to live, the house, car, all the other stuff. Throw that $1 million in the bank. So at the end of 2026, you are officially a cash money millionaire. What's your asset? Your assets are your business. Now, There's a lot of people on YouTube talking about business, income, saving money on taxes. No one on YouTube's talking about this because you know what? They don't know how to do it. They don't know how to do it. They don't know how to set it up. They don't know how to put this into an actionable, strategized plan. And that's what you're going to learn if you go below, put your name on the email address, and learn how to do this. I want you to think the day is December the 29th, right? I want you to think December 29th, 2026, you could have $1 million cash in the bank and you have created $600,000 of living expenses. Let's crank it down a little bit because we got to get started. Let's go ahead and put it down. You've had $400,000 for your house, your car, your lifestyle, and then you literally put $1 million cash in the bank, and you have 4 businesses that are pumping cash in your wallet every freaking month. Now, question is, do you want something like that in your life? Do you want to build something like that? Or you want to keep bullshitting watching all these fake ass hustlers on YouTube? The choice is yours. The choice is yours. I'm in office 1 because this is something I'm going to add. This is going to be the jewelry business. Then we're going to start the storage auction business. Then we're going to start another jewelry business. And then we're going to get into some other stuff. So it's going to be a really busy, active year for me. And I can't think of anything greater than to create a tribe of people who are actively building businesses that make them a millionaire, cash money millionaire. Go to your CPA, go to whoever you want to talk to, and notice how rare that is. There's a lot of people who are millionaires, but they're asset-based millionaires, real estate, whatever. The number of folks who have $1 million cash in the bank is quite low. And if you want to be one of those people, go below, get below. I'm making deals. Today's the 29th. I'm going to make some deals to the end of the year, and you can get in. So go ahead, hit that link, email me, and then I can send you an invoice, and let's see if you go ahead and want to get in and become part of that millionaire game. And let me say this. If you're a man, you have a wife, you have children, I want you to see elevating yourself from being where you are right now to moving to an upscale neighborhood, putting your kids in private school, and having your wife in a situation where she helps you with the business, or she has her own business, or she does whatever she needs to do to feel comfortable and happy in your relationship. Do you want to be that dude, or you want to be one of these 50-50 dudes? Like this video, I wish I could find it. She was like, let me see if I can find that. I'm going to put this in the video. I haven't figured out how to do it yet. But let's see. Let's go.
If I go on one more date, if I have one more encounter with a man in his early 30s telling me that what he's looking for is a hustler, that he's looking for a queen to build an empire with, to be hustling for the next 5 years, I'm officially tapping out, because what y'all don't get is us girlies in our early 30s, we've been hustling. We fell victim to the girl boss, and we was girl bossing for the last decade. We went to school, we started our businesses, we bought houses. We've been doing this on our own. We've been on our independent woman and you talking to me about hustling another 5 years? My mans, I'm trying to have some babies. And you want me out here working too and hustling? You got me fucked up.
All right. That's for you 50-50 dudes. You want to be a man? You want to be a protector? You want to be a provider? This is where it is. Hit that link below.